time of great fitna, a time of great trial and tribulation during the lifetime of Imam Ahmad, when some of the core beliefs of Islam were being challenged. And unfortunately, there were certain rulers as well of the Muslim lands who had also succumbed to these incorrect beliefs about some of the issues in regards to Islam and the Quran. And what they decided to do was they decided to enforce their incorrect beliefs upon everyone else. So the scholars lined up to debate them, to challenge them, to state how these beliefs were incorrect. And they began to eventually imprison and even torture and kill some of these scholars who would oppose them. And they literally went through all the scholars till the last one left standing was none other than Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahimahullah ta'ala, who was a great defender of the proper beliefs of Islam. So the king, the ruler, had called Imam Ahmad a couple of times, tried to convince him. Imam Ahmad had debated the people, the scholars or the intellectuals who were on the side of these incorrect beliefs, and he had defeated all of them in their debates. He had presented counter evidences and made them speechless. They had no response to him. So finally the ruler one day got fed up with this, he got tired with this, and he said, I am the king, I'm the ruler. I'm not going to take some nonsense from some imam or some sheikh. I'm not going to have him tell me what's right and what's wrong. I'm the ruler, I'm the king, I'm right. So he sends his soldiers over to Imam Ahmad's house, and he says, I want you to chain him up, tie him up like a prisoner, like maximum security style. I want you to chain him up like a criminal, and I want you to walk him through. Don't bring him from a side route. Walk him through the center of the town, through the town square, through the marketplace, so everyone can see him humiliated. And then I want you to bring him here, and then we will lash him, and we will torture him, and we will punish him until he does not concede. So Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal is now chained, and he's being brought through the town, and everyone's gathered around, everyone's watching, everyone's looking, everyone's gawking, shocked and surprised at what's happening. And Ahmad said, when he said those words to me, it lit a fire inside of me. And I said, I don't care what they're going to do to me, but I'm going to stand firm. And that's exactly what Imam Ahmad did. And eventually, Imam Ahmad became the reason of the preservation of the proper Islamic beliefs and the defeat of this very corrupt movement.
But Imam Ahmad started his knowledge at the age of 15 years. He was a scholar and expert in Quran, Hadith, and he also went into Qiyas later on. He studied in Yemen, Morraco, Khorasan. He actually went the most out of all the scholars, out of all the Imams. He traveled the most around the world. Allahu Akbar, he used to travel distances more than 2 months, 4 months with his friends to learn knowledge. And on top of that, he had extreme financial difficulties, to the point where he never asked for any money from anybody. And people offered him, scholars, the government, the Khalifas, friends. Imam Ahmad never accepted anything from anybody until he died. So his wealth and his knowledge and his everything was from his own bare hands working, to the point where he was so in much of financial needs, and so much that he never asked for anybody for money, never took anything, but at one time wanted to travel to study under a scholar, 2 months journey, that he ran out of wealth and money. He took up working as a luggage carrier, carrying the luggage of people who are traveling, women and children and men. A great imam like that carrying luggage, this is not how a person is measured, by their job, no.